Hi, this is my August wrap-up. I managed to read 14 books this month. The first one I read was Practical Wisdom, The Right Way to Do the Right Thing by Larry Schwartz and Kenneth Sharp. Then I picked up a book by C.S. Lewis. It is Letters to Malcolm, chiefly on prayer. Reflections on the intimate dialogue between man and God. The next book is Donald Miller's book called A Million Miles in a Thousand Years. And this is a memoir based on his journey when they started to make a film about one of his previous books called Blue Like Jazz. Since that book also was a memoir from his life, this book is kind of what he learned when he started to edit his life. A really good one. The next I picked up was Ayn Rand's Capitalism, the Unknown Ideal, where she defends the idea of capitalism from her philosophical background. This next one I've been reading for a really long time. I started it about 2 years ago, but I've just finished it because I tried to read a little bit more in it just to get it finished. And it is the Book of Mormon. I read it in Norwegian and it is basically really boring. But I'm glad I finished it, because why not? Then I read Aristotle's Rhetoric. I also have a review on this one up. I also did a review on this next book together with Practical Wisdom. It's called Wisdom from Philosophy to Neuroscience by Stephen S. Hall. Then I needed something a little bit more fast to read, so I picked up Stealing from God by Frank Turek. Why atheists need God to make their case. Out of curiosity I picked up the Communistic Manifesto from Penguin Classics. And this is really funny because this is the introduction and this is the manifesto. But I'm glad to read it just to get some insight into communism and the sources of it. You have to know your enemies. The next one I read is because of both C.S. Lewis and Chesterton refers to this author a lot, and I think it's one of their favorites. And it is George MacDonald, and I wanted to read something from him, so I picked up The Hope of the Gospel. And it was a kind of old traditional dry theology with some really good chapters in it. Then the only book I read on my phone, it's called Latte Love, and it's about helping everyday people bring the gospel to their friends. And it was a really short read. The next book is a really thick one, and it is on Ayn Rand again, The Voice of Reason. With some additional essays by Leonard Peikoff and Peter Schwartz. It is just a collection of the essays that hadn't been introduced in the other collections by Ayn Rand. There are some really good gems in here, as well as some boring ones. Then I picked up a book about moral relativism called True for You, but Not for Me by Paul Copan. Overcoming Objections to the Christian Faith. And the last one is a book called Born of a Woman, Bishop Rethinks the Virgin Birth and the Treatment of Women by a Male-Dominated Church. This is by John Shelby Spong. I have been curious about this book for a long time, but I really shouldn't maybe have read it because I didn't like it as much. But it did have some interesting points as well, so why not? That was all the books, as I said, 14 in total. Yeah, until next time. Goodbye.